welcome for joining us. Welcome to Let It Be Us. This is our virtual job fair. My name is Susan McConnell. I am the founder and executive director of Let It Be Us, and my cat is joining us, and he's going to make me laugh here. um, Today is a really great day. This is our second virtual job fair, and we have some really wonderful employers with us. I just want to tell you a little bit about Let It Be Us. We are a licensed child welfare agency. We serve the entire state of Illinois. Our mission is recruitment and placement within foster care. And we have a wonderful program called Springboard to Adulthood, and Kendra Wright is the program manager for that. Kendra Wright has been with us for a few years now, and she recently just graduated with her MBA. So we're very, very proud of her. So I'd like to turn this over to her. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to the Ronald McDaniel Foundation, who's funding this. And thank you to the employers who are joining us today. This will be recorded. It will be on our website. You can watch it over and over again. And for any of the people that you know who've missed it, they'll be able to join it or to watch it live on demand. And thank you again.
Thank you, Susan. I appreciate it so much. First off, I just like to give you all a warm welcome. This, like Susan said, this is our second time doing this. And honestly, every single time we do it, I feel like it gets better and better and better. So I really appreciate you all just taking the time out just to kind of take an hour out on your Saturday afternoon, especially since it's beautiful outside. So I only could imagine how excited you are to meet with our businesses that we're able to connect with and hopefully find you the dream job that you desire. So I'm going to just give you a little summary about Let It Be Us and what is Springboard to Adulthood. So I'm not going to be on here too long, but I did want to give you all at least a chance to kind of learn more about the programs we do offer here at Let It Be Us. Right. So, like Susan said, I am the program manager for the Springboard to Adulthood program. So, the Springboard to Adulthood program, this is a program where we primarily work with youth that are currently in foster care and those that have aged out. The ultimate goal with this program is to, pair you up with a family-like support, in addition to resources, mentorship, skill building, and so much more, just to kind of help you navigate that challenge of, springboarding to adulthood. So if there's ever a chance and you're like, hey, look, this job fair was really, really cool, and I want to learn more about Springboard to Adulthood, please feel free to reach out because I'm pretty sure we can connect you with a mentor, a family like support, and also provide you with additional services that we do have here at Let It Be Us. Lastly, I just want to thank those that have participated in the job fair. Shout out to ADP, Cook County Sheriff Department, Goodwill from Northern Illinois, and GT Universe. It is a pleasure just having you all being able to, like I said, sacrifice your Saturday to meet with our young adults because it really means a lot to them. And I only could imagine how impactful it's going to be for your businesses as well. In addition to that, I do want to say thank you to our grantor that made this event possible, the Ronald McDaniel Foundation, because without them and their immediate support, this wouldn't have been made possible. So thank them for their kindness and generosity to make this possible for us today. I'm going to actually just after this, I'm going to have ADP and Steve Fleshman and his partner. They're going to kind of chit chat about their business. And I'm not sure if you all are familiar with ADP, but I only could imagine Steve Fleshman. He's going to let us know what ADP is, what jobs they have, and things like that. Because the ultimate goal of this job fair is to open up our minds to curiosities of what we can do once we do age out or what we can do now. You may be ready to find that dream job. So hopefully Steve Fleshman and his team can help us kind of connect and learn more about ADP. Thank you. And you can begin sharing.
All right, my partner Mal is about to kick it off. He's about to share his screen shortly here.
Yes, I'm working on it now. Sorry.
Okay.
This is why I act up. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Not yet. If you click that green button at the bottom of your Zoom, you should be able to share.
Perfect.
There we go.
Okay. Represent now. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for spending some time with us today and letting us hop on here and kind of explain a little bit about ADP and what Total Source and our small business unit really does for our clients, as well as the different opportunities that ADP presents itself. A little bit of background about me. I've been about with Total Source and ADP for just about a year now. Seen all different types of life of businesses and in terms of the way we help them out, and it's really found a lot of success in helping small businesses out, as I, my previous background, helped operate and own a small business for my family, created, different plethora of different jobs, and ended up selling the company and wanted to still stay around where I could help out small businesses. So I found myself at ADP, and that's what we're doing every day. Partner Steve here will go kick it off as well and let him know a little bit about himself as well. And we'll go into what Total Source is and how it really helps out.
Yeah, so my name is Steve Fleshman. I've been with ADP going on 3 years now. I work in the small business business unit as well, supporting clients from 1 to 50 employee count. And I just manage clients' full life cycle of being with ADP and maintain a relationship as well. I went to the University of Southern Illinois University of Edwardsville, majored in marketing and sales. So that's kind of and how I got my foot in the door with sales was starting at Oracle. So I'm happy to connect and end the call with anybody as well.
To go into really what Total Source is and how it really helps out, it's tenfold. We have a whole full HR compliant software. It comes into talent, making sure we're hiring and onboarding correctly, keeping everyone compliant in that standpoint. The workplace safety, workers' compensation, employee benefits, benefits administration, payroll administration, tax, like you name it, we're doing it. It's a full umbrella. And really what it helps out is allowing small businesses owners and mid-sized companies to really focus on just making money rather than a lot of the administrative burdens that are day to day and day out. What I would like to say is it really is a platform that really utilized correctly could really help catalyze making good profits into your guys' company. I think it's a huge thing that has helped out a lot of different people. What I find to be most successful is having that people support that we do offer. A lot of times is definitely beneficial to a lot of people to save a lot of time. With Total Source clients, save an average of 30% of their time on all HR tasks, which a lot of times can be very a burden, and as well as making sure that people are staying compliant first and foremost. With our Total Source platform, with ADP paying 1 in 5 Americans, we have a plethora of data that really helps out, making sure that we are providing the best thing possible. What I found to be very beneficial and into working with ADP is just how much they care about the actual team itself. We give everybody a shot to be successful, and I think that is a huge thing coming into your career. And having this different type of platform where you could actually truly believe in, I think is the most important thing when you're choosing your career path. Ensuring that you are fully understanding of what you're selling and you believe it, especially in our world. I think it goes a long way because you're not, at the end of the day, going to sound like you don't understand what you're talking about or anything like that. I think it's really important to believe in the product that you sell going forth with a new career. To the next slide here, really what it comes down to is we make sure that companies stay compliant as they grow. We have the 1 plus to 15, the 20, the 50, and 100 employee space. And each time you're going to be in a different compliance issues. After the 50 mark, it's mandatory for businesses to actually offer benefits, which sometimes goes over people's heads, and you then find out that you get fees and different things at your door, which a lot of times could close businesses down because at the end of the day, we're not really sometimes budgeting for those things to happen.
Hey, Malik.
So
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
we can't see your next slide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
click on it. Yeah. Okay, cool. We didn't see the first one either.
oh,
So if you
okay.
want
I
to go
don't
over
know.
it again,
Yeah, I guess I'll re-go over it. You can't see it now.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
you're good.
So with the Total Source solution, as you guys can finally see on the screen here, sorry for that, is with our HR solution and our talent solution, our workplace safety, and all the benefits to payroll and the 24/7 data reports. It's in an umbrella academy that really helps out, having everything in a one confined space where you don't have to have different vendors, which a lot of times people and the companies, the way they operate is paying and outsourcing for different vendors and having those different things that it's a lot of times like very not easy or seamless to do, and it really just kind of hinders your day-to-day activity. And with ADP Total Source, we bring everything into one umbrella academy, which overall helps stabilize costs because we're able to tap into our Fortune 500 level company type benefits, but still stay at that small to medium size feel. And really, what it comes down to is ensuring that you guys are overall just having a more seamless process and overall just making sure you're spending a lot less time on your guys' administrative burdens and more time on just focusing on revenue generating tasks. With our benefits, we offer a huge amount of high level and ancillaries that a lot of times companies don't offer with HSA, FSAs, savings for your guys' medical benefits, the 401ks are fully included. You have a group legal plan that really helps out a lot. We even help out, with planning funeral services, which a lot of times when you have different medical benefit carriers that you never are able to offer those types of things. So it's really cool. I think it really helps out in a lot of different ways, and we just offer a lot of different products. And I'll go into the slide that was also on the screen as well. So sorry again about this. Popping up here now with the compliance continuum. As companies grow, you see here that there's going to be different compliance things that will come up. What really helps out is us being a compliant and data company. We ensure that you never have to worry about fines, taxes, or anything of those nature to really hinder your business. And you could, again, always lay your head at nighttime knowing that you don't have to worry about any of these things because we take care of them since we have a shared liability in your company to ensure that we want to make sure you guys are okay. So overall, as you get into the 20 to 50 space, you see that you start having to offer medical as well as the ACA and the Affordable Care Act. It's a huge different thing than as you go into the 100 employee space, which it just gets more and more, the list goes on more and more as you grow as a business. As many may know, it's very time restrictive as well, and that's the total of about what compliance is with ADP and Total Source and how we really help that out. And into the next slide here, we wanted to ensure that everyone had a time to, if you guys ever want to reach out, you could follow myself or Steve on LinkedIn and, send us a message. We will be more than willing to help out in any way. Maybe if life advice or ensure that, going to recommendations for jobs or anything like that, I'm always a resource here and be able to help out in any way possible for you guys.
Yeah, most definitely. Hopping off what Malik said. So like I said, we've been with ADP. I've been with ADP for quite a while now, and we support many different businesses, all different businesses, and getting in the career of sales and being able to help other business owners has been very impactful. And if it's something that you see yourself doing, we can happily help out. I'm happy to send you the job link, happy to connect you with any of the managers at ADP, VPs at ADP, and just see how they can support you guys from there.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. That was really insightful because I feel like, once you do graduate high school or college, you're kind of figuring out what type of jobs I can go into. And ADP sounds like something that is very interesting. And it opens up doors to provide them with a sense of, oh, I may be good at sales. I may be interested in sales. And I know that I have someone that I can connect with to kind of help me navigate that avenue of how to do sales and would I be the right person to do it and so on. So I appreciate you guys taking your time out to chit chat with us about ADP and the sales department that they have here. So I'm gonna go on to the next company. We have up next Cook County Sheriff Department, Sheriff Tammy. I appreciate you taking the time out your Saturday to meet with us and chit chat with us about the Sheriff Department. So I'm super duper eager to learn a lot about this as well. So I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Great. Thank you for having us. This was a great opportunity, and we hope that we can engage with some of your people afterwards. But my name is Tammy Leal. I am the Director of Recruitment, Retention, and Internships for the Cook County Sheriff's Office. Just a little background about myself is I've been with the department. I'm on my 29th year there. So and I started in corrections. I won't say how many, I said 29 years. I don't want them to do the math on my age, but I started in corrections as an officer there, and I had a variety of positions. I went up the rank to sergeant. I worked in the jail. I worked IT. I worked some administrative. I worked as a field training officer supervisor. And I say this, I like to let people know my background just because of the immense opportunities that the sheriff's office has to offer. So one of the things that we do like to put out there, obviously, is our sworn positions, which is our correctional officer positions. Corrections is the hub for for anyone who's interested in like doing the criminal justice. We are like a hub. Corrections is the hub, but we cover all criminal justice, right? Because we have corrections, courts, and police. Now, I say that corrections is the hub because if anyone is interested in being a police officer with the sheriff's office, they need to start in corrections first. Same with courts. So you start in corrections, you can go into courts, and then you can go into police. Obviously, there's some criteria you have to test for those, for some of the specialty units, but it's a great opportunity. I always advise people who are even interested in going into policing that corrections is the best place to start your career. It's such an awesome training tool. It teaches you de-escalation skills. It teaches you how to socialize. And just like you learn so much about mental health, just a variety of things. But I also like to talk about like the other opportunities that we have, right? So corrections, courts is a seniority based. So people can sign up for courts, and then it's based off of the list that's available at the time. So I can always go into that information for anyone who's interested to contact us. And then there's our police department. We are a full-fledged police department that works with many of the outside suburban agencies, as well as Chicago police. We work with their helicopter unit. We have drone units, canine, detectives, everything on that. But not to just stick with the policing and sworn part of it. We do also have non-sworn positions. There are people we have currently, let's see, I pulled up my cheat sheet. Currently we have like a human resource analyst position posted on our non-sworn positions. We have things in our IT for junior developer, and then we have an executive assistant. One of the other common positions that comes up is for our 911 agency, a 911 telecommunicator. So in order to start in corrections, you need to be 21, but with only a high school diploma. So that's great for somebody who's looking to start off, a law enforcement career. 21, high school diploma. If you wanted to go into policing, you would need like associate's degree or 60 credit hours. Now, our telecommunicator position can start as early as 19 years old with high school diploma. So you can always keep your eye up for when that's posted. Executive and other executive assistant and other non-sworn positions are 21 as well. We do offer, let's see, you said we can share our screen. Let's see here. Okay, okay. So we have, this is our general flyer here. But we do include health insurance, holidays, sick leave, vacation leave, life insurance, pension plans, deferred compensation program, FSA, and commuter benefits. Okay, so now I lost my screen here. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm not so tech savvy with the Zoom here. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. So we do offer all of those benefits. So, and we also have like program specialists that work with our IICs, with individuals in custody, that are looking to do mental health careers, programming. So there's so much, and we also have community engagement units. We cover so much of the criminal justice, community engagement part of it. And it's an amazing opportunity for anyone who's looking, who's not sure of a career path. And we're always looking, we're always open. Our sworn position starting salary currently is at 67,289. That includes a yearly uniform allowance and roll call pay. At the 5-year mark, you'll be at about 85,000. That's at a correction officer level. So that's, and the way I like to point that out is, imagine like you came out with a high school diploma, you're 21 years old and you're looking for a full-time opportunity. 5 years, 85,000 is good money. So if there's not only, if you're looking for financial driven people, the opportunities are there. If you're looking for growth, the growth opportunities are there. We offer like, we're doing mentorship programs. We have room for growth, in our agencies. There's always room for development, growth. We have learning tools. So it's a great place to work. I attest to that. 29 years, I've had a variety of opportunities there. I will, if anyone is interested, on looking at our application site, it's cookcountysheriffil.gov as /employment. And if anyone has any questions, my email that we can be reached is at HR recruitment at CC Sheriff. Let me confirm that. HR.recruitmentevents@ccsheriff.org. And I hope to hear from anyone, any kind of questions.
Thank you, Tammy. Honestly, when you say all of the things you said, it makes me realize that this is a career. This is something you hop out of high school and you can literally work here for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
And I really like the fact that you've mentioned that you're like, you can come right out of high school and work for us. And after
Yes.
60, I think, what was it, like almost $65,000? That's a lot of money. And
So 67 starting.
$67,000.
Yes.
That is a lot of money right out of high school. So the young adults that are on this call, I want you to think about that. You don't have to worry about the student loan debt and everything like that. You're instantly going into a career that's going to benefit you for the longevity of your life. So
yes. Thank you. And we do, and remember, we also, if you had that student loan, we qualify for the forgiveness program because you'll be working for a government agency.
yes. So there are so many benefits, honestly.
Yes.
Kate, could you put the email that she mentioned in the chat for us? I see somebody asked the question and said, what is the email again? Can you put in the
Say
chat?
it one more time, Tammy.
Sure. It's hr.recruitmentevents@ccsheriff.org. And that goes directly to myself or my coordinator. So any questions, we can answer them.
Yes, I appreciate it, Tammy.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much for you taking your time out today. And you have a pleasure. Honestly, have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
All right. So up next, that was amazing, guys. So I'm as excited as you all, and I'm not even applying for the job. So I only could imagine how you all feel in learning about how literally Cook County Sheriff Department can provide you with a job for the entirety of your life. They have so many benefits that you can say, oh, I'm not, when I turn 60, I'm going to have a 401k, a pension, and I have all of these other benefits. So, the older you get, you have to begin to think about, hey, let me find something that's going to benefit for the longevity of my life. And I would say kudos to Cook County Sheriff Department because they have so many benefits. On next, I do have the Goodwill North Illinois. They're going to talk about the jobs that they do offer there as well. Like I said, Tammy, thank you so much for taking your time out. It was a great pleasure hearing about Cook County Sheriff Department.
right, give me just 1 second. Do I have sharing abilities, Kendra?
Yep, you do.
Okay, perfect. I will go ahead and get the presentation pulled up. All right, just making sure. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Bar to the top. And we'll go ahead and pull that up. All right, perfect. All right. Well, I just want to start by saying thank you so much for the opportunity to come and speak to you guys today. Super excited to be here along with Ty, my counterpart in the CEJA programming. We're super excited. So I did just want to preface this by saying that our programs are statewide. There's several locations of our programs across the state. Ours specifically is covering Stevenson, Winnebago, Boone, and Ogle County. So I just wanted to preface with that before we get started. So if anybody is looking at this and they are in one of those other counties, we can definitely connect you with someone to speak about that. So, all right, we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about what CEJA is, the CEJA Workforce Program. And then Ty will speak on the pre-apprenticeship program. And then we'll talk about the supportive services and incentives that both programs offer. And then we'll have an opportunity just for you guys to ask any questions. And then we do have a QR code at the end if anybody's interested that you can fill out. And I have given other flyers and stuff to Kendra. So if you need those later to be able to do that, that's okay too. So. All right, so the Climate and Equitable Jobs Act, or CEJA, is a comprehensive climate and energy bill aimed at achieving 100% clean energy in Illinois by 2050. So by being a part of this program, you're really helping our state to achieve that goal, which is a super cool thing to be a part of. And so just a little bit about clean energy. It comes from renewable sources, wind, water, the sun. It's environmentally positive, so we're not causing pollution. Sustainable, meaning that the sources we pull this from are able to be renewed. And it's a good alternative to the fossil fuels we use right now. So that's your coal, gas, and things like that. So underneath that act, the CEJA Workforce Program was created. So that's the one we'll talk about first. We provide free training and employment opportunities in the clean energy industry. The eligibility for our program includes living in an R3 or environmental justice community. That's really based off your address. So if you were to apply, we would see if your address falls in there. That's one qualifier. Also having previous involvement in the justice system, being formerly in foster care. So obviously with the group we're speaking to today, this would be an automatic qualifier for those. My apologies. I am moving forward. There we go. Being a displaced energy worker or having other barriers to employment. And your eligibility really will be determined once you come into our program based on a couple different things during the application process. And then just required documents you'll need is just a driver's license or state ID or birth certificate, as well as a social security card. We need those later just as documentation for the program. And we do have services available to assist with obtaining those things if you need that. All right, so into the exciting stuff. So we'll talk about the paid training opportunities first. All right, so our first one is solar. So this is offered through our partner organization, Zion West Enterprises in Rockford. And the eligibility for this training is 18 years of age or older. No high school diploma or GED is required. The length of the class is 8 weeks, 150 hours. And upon completion, you'll receive your North American Board of Certified Energy Practitioner certificate, as well as your OSHA 10 and CPR and first aid. And this is preparing you for a career in being like a solar installer. So whether that's solar farms or panels on roofs, things like that. And then another opportunity is construction and weatherization. So this is through our partner organization, Awaken Foundation, which is also in Rockford. Eligibility is 18 years of age or older. High school diploma or GED is required. The length of the class is 10 to 12 weeks, 120 hours, and there are daytime and evening classes available. And then the certifications you'll receive is the National Center for Construction Education and Research, as well as your OSHA 10 and CPR and first aid. And then the last like specific opportunity that we offer through a partner in the community is CNC machining. And so this is through Rock Valley College, which is in Rockford. Eligibility is 18 years of age or older. 18 years of age or older is really the standard age across our programs. No high school diploma or GED is required. The length of that class is 12 weeks, 64 hours. And you'll receive your National Institute for Metalworking Skills certificate, your OSHA 10, and your CPR and first aid. And this one is really preparing you to work with the CNC machines where you're kind of taking like schematics and blueprints and things like that. And you're really producing the parts that are going into like wind turbines, solar panels, and stuff like that, which is super cool. This is really an up and coming field right now is CNC machining. And then Goodwill can assist with other clean energy in-person or virtual trainings too, outside of the ones I just talked about. We do have a training specialist who's pursuing other options, and she can definitely discuss those with you too. And then we do have 2 paid employment opportunities as well. The first one is on-the-job training, or OJT. So with this one, we've partnered with clean energy businesses in the community that hire our participants and then train them by their desired method. And that's full-time for up to 6 months with the potential for permanent full-time employment upon completion. And then we have a work experience, or WEX, and this one's really cool because our partner businesses will take our participants and provide them with opportunities to gain work experience and skills. And so this gives you a good opportunity to really see if a field is for you. And that's part-time for up to 350 hours and 25 hours a week. And then just to give you an idea of kind of what the timeline would look like for the workforce program. So you'd meet with our intake specialist first, and that's just a short little application process, doesn't take too long, just to confirm your eligibility. And then depending on what you're interested in, you'll meet with either our training or employment specialist, and they will help you with creating a career plan and setting some goals. Then you'll head into our bridge program, which is going to be more like 4 weeks. And that's going to be a lot of like employability skills, like resumes, financial basics, things like that, as well as just some clean energy basics. Then you'll head into your training or employment experience. And then once you get close to completion of that, part of our job is to start looking for employment opportunities for you so that upon completion, we're connecting you with sustainable employment. And then we do have a year of follow-up as well. So we want to make sure you're having success. And if you have any needs, we're able to help you address those as well. And then I will hand it over to Ty to talk about the pre-apprenticeship program.
Awesome. So once again, my name is Ty. I'm the intake specialist of Goodwill Pre-Apprenticeship Program, and it's an honor to be here to tell you a little bit about our program. So what it is designed to recruit, pre-screen, and provide pre-apprenticeship skills, and that is also free of charge for the training. Our goal is to help individuals enter registered apprenticeship programs, and we provide training and industry certifications to help you complete the program. So we have day and evening classes. Our day classes run Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 2 p.m. with occasional Saturdays. Saturdays are usually our CPR days and maybe later afternoons. Our night classes are Monday through Thursday from 3 to 7 p.m. and they run 16 weeks. I'm sorry, our day classes run roughly 8 weeks to 9 weeks, and then our evening classes are 16 weeks. To be qualified for the program, you must have a high school diploma or GED, or you can be in a program where you are actually gaining your high school diploma or GED at that time. Attendance is mandatory. We stress the importance of attendance because, again, we're trying to get you prepared to be into a registered apprenticeship. And I mean, you can't go to a job site, late. That falls back on the whole, the mission of completing the job thing. So we stress the importance of attendance. Our program provides case management to help navigate candidates through the process. So when you get enrolled in the program, you will be partnered with a case manager, and she will help you with like barrier reductions, resume writings, and things like that. We do test preps based on actual apprenticeship tests. So if you're able to pass our practice test, then you will be able to pass the aptitude test as given at the actual apprenticeships. We have career explorations and resources to help candidates select a trade. So every week, a different guest speaker come in from different local trades to speak about their opportunities and what their opportunities has to offer. We do comprehensive planning to help overcome barriers, connections to work, networking opportunities, and resources to help you start a new career. Our program benefits, upon completion of the program, you will be given an MC3 certification, and that is an industry recognized certification by all the local trades, basically saying that you have the pre-apprenticeship knowledge and the basic knowledge of the apprenticeship and working yourself from an apprentice to a journeyman. And you also will receive your OSHA 10 certification and CPR and first aid certifications. We take you on apprenticeship tours, so you will go to places like plumbers and pipe fitting, sheet metals, electricians, to get hands-on experience and learn about their different tools, get hands-on experience. We also partner with Habitat for Humanity, where you'll go out and do some framing, painting, drywalling, and things like that to also gain hands-on experience. We also take you to construction job site tours, connections to industry leaders and employers, and we also help applying for trades. So, I mean, if you need help applying for the trades, we pay the application fees and things like that to help you be successful. And here is a list of our sponsors. We are sponsored by Rockford Habitat for Humanity, Local 30 Union Carpenters, Local 32 Laborers, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, Iron Workers, Sheet Metal Workers, Waterproofers, and Local 11, and also Project First Way. So all of them come together to help our program become successful.
Thank you so much, Ty.
You're so welcome.
And so both of these programs, pre-apprenticeship and workforce program, we do have supportive services and incentives that we can offer on top of the free training opportunities. So we have assistance available to address any obstacles or barriers that you might have to both enrolling and participating in our training or employment program. So if that's anything like you need gas cards to help you go back and forth from training, or you pop a tire on your way to a training, we're able to help with those things throughout your training. And then you'll also receive regular payments. That's $13 an hour based on your attendance and completion of training activities as well. So there is a stipend during the duration of the program, which is really great. And then we did want to emphasize as well, some of the programs we've talked about do require a high school diploma or GED. So there are opportunities across the state, but we know of several in our local area at the very least that help with connecting you to individuals that will help you get your high school diploma or GED. So we really want to emphasize that we don't want this to be a barrier for anyone to get involved in our programs. We want to help you get connected to programs that can help you get this so you can get involved with us. And then just to end with a little bit about commitment. So if you were to become involved with us, we really just want you to attend all your trainings and WEX OJTs, come on time and be fully engaged. Let us know how you're doing, communicate with us, because our job really is to ensure your success and completion of the program. And the best way to do that is really to know, how things are going and if there's any needs that we can help you address, so that we can help you get to the completion of your program, get those industry recognized certifications, and help you get your sustainable employment. All right, and that is all I have. So if anyone has any questions.
Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate it. I honestly appreciate you both just taking the time out just to explain
Yeah,
all
thank you.
the great things that Goodwill has to offer. Because the immediate thing that comes to mind to me, because while you all are thinking about questions, I'm thinking about how Goodwill literally is going to help you take a training course, gain a skill, and get a job. So that's like an all-in-one, process where you can learn how to do something really, really cool and gain like an actual skill and a certification behind it and have a lifelong career. So for the young adults that are still on the call, I want you to think about that, where, Goodwill is literally providing you with like the whole plan of, oh, I can go here, take some classes for free. It's not like anything's going to cost you. Then if I do need that additional help, I can still reach out to them for assistance if I'm struggling to get to the class, if I need a gas card, or I'm not sure if you all do Uber cars or
Oh yeah.
things like that.
Yep.
But
Oh, yeah.
they want to make sure that this program is made possible. So I want you all to think about that and consider that when you're, thinking about, hey, how could I do this job? I think we do have a question. I think someone's asking, how do we get the information for the other counties? I'm pretty sure Jessica can answer that question for us.
Yeah, so a couple options. So they're working on a directory right now for us of the other counties' information. But I know that if you at least look up like CJA workforce hubs just in Google, it should show you kind of where all the hubs are at. But at the very least, if you fill out our form, we should be able to connect you with those other counties' hubs as well. That's kind of the way that we've found is best to do that, because we've had people come through from Chicago, Elgin, and we're able to get them referred where they need to go. So
That is awesome. So there should not be a reason why you shouldn't get the help, because they literally are here to help y'all. So I would say the worst you can do is just fill out the form, and I'm pretty sure Jessica can help you get to the right place and everything like that, because this is an awesome program, Jessica. I think I already told you this a million and one times. This is an awesome program because you can literally learn so much. So for the young adults, like I said, I want you to think about that. When you're going into a career, you have to think about, okay, how can I develop as a young adult? What is this going to do for me? And how could I, basically make the money that I want to make? Like, I feel like construction and solar panel, that those are both jobs that are going to be here for a lifetime. So think about that, guys, when you're, thinking about career jobs and things like that. So thank you both for taking your time out on this Saturday to chit chat with us about the amazing things you all do at Goodwill, Northern Illinois. And thank you, Jessica, for putting up the link in the chat. So for those that are interested, or you're just like still kind of thinking about it, you can literally still fill out the link, right, Jessica? Even if they're like still kind of uncertain, still fill out the link, because it's nothing wrong with getting information, right? The worst you can say is, hey, look, I'm not interested, right? But as long as you have the information, you would still, know, oh, 2 years from now, or a year from now, 6 months from now, oh, I can go do the seizure program. So just think about it, guys, when you're, thinking about a job. But thank you both for taking your time out, and I'll let you all have your Saturday back. Thank you
Thank you.
again.
Have a great day.
thank you so
Oh,
much
you
for
too.
having us.
All right. Thank you. All right. So last but not least, but before we get to JT Universe, I did want to say something, guys. We do have a poll that's going to pop up as soon as JT Universe is over. It's like a 3-question poll. Please fill it out, because your feedback means so much to us, because this is how we continue to have this program go on. We want to figure out whether if this is beneficial to you. Does it make any, should we look at other businesses? What interests you? So if you all can just take the 3-4 minutes out of your day just to fill out the poll, that would be awesome, because we want to capture that information so that we can continuously do this and make this event more impactful each and every time we do it. But I'm going to hand it over to JT Universe. And I'm pretty sure you all are excited for the last but not least company, because I've met with him before, y'all, and he's so compassionate about what him and his wife do. But I'm going to let him tell you all about what they do at JT Universe. And I'm going to pass it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kendra. We really appreciate the opportunity to come and speak to this group. And I thank the other panelists who, frankly, it was great information that they were sharing with the students. And I'm highly encouraged by their efforts and their work, what they're doing to support the youth of our country. So frankly, I'm walking away from this call or this Zoom meeting and thinking, man, we need to even raise our efforts even more. So with that said, I thought what Tammy did earlier was very helpful in terms of her career path to through the Cook County Sheriff's Office. I will share a little bit of my background in that same spirit, because obviously no one or very few of us start their career path thinking, I'm going to start a business with my wife and let's see how it goes, right? In fact, maybe most people, more sane people, will try to avoid that, starting the business with your spouse. But we did it, and we've been doing it for over 15 years. So it's been working for us, and I just want to share that. So I do have a couple of slides prepared, and I will see if I can share this. Are you able to see those slides?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. All right. Well, again, thanks again for the invitation. I'll share a little bit about how we started, and before, as I mentioned before I start that, I follow a less traditional path into becoming an entrepreneur and starting our own company. I went to graduate high school from Curie High School in Chicago, and then started college at a community college, Harold Washington, downtown Chicago. I loved the business. I loved to be part of that downtown scene, and so I think Daly College was closer to my home, but I wanted to be in the middle of everything. So I attended Harold Washington for about a year and a half, and I had an opportunity to join a brokerage firm, becoming a stockbroker, which is something that I wanted to do. And that's how I started. I started in financial services. I started being a stockbroker. Then from there, went to work on with a great company, Allstate, in Northbrook, back when their headquarters was still there. Over 5,000 people, great company to be. And someone mentioned is the kind of someone mentioned, I think it was the sheriff's office, that Tammy, that is the kind of organization where people can have a career. Allstate is for many years and actually retire. Allstate was that kind of company. It was, I knew I wanted to learn more and do more, and so I left Allstate after several tries, and went on to work with LaSalle Bank and other companies in financial services and technology. Eventually met my wife, and she was working with Jewel Osco on the marketing side, on the event side, and I would see how hard and how dedicated she was with her, and she worked with a lot of different agencies. But I saw also an opportunity, as she did as well, to start something that would help us support the programs being run at Julasco better, and also prepare us for growth. And so that's how we started. Really, in 2010, we married. Shortly after, we started the company, and took over. At the time, Julasco was running programs for Hispanic Heritage Month and Black History events at their stores, and then also so we started building a team around that to support those efforts, grew it successfully into other cultural efforts, as you will see, and then also into other specialty programs that highlight products from minority-owned businesses or women-owned businesses. The idea here is to showcase and give an opportunity for brands, large brands and small companies that are carried on Jewel Osco's shelves, and put those in front of customers via events, basically. We started in Chicago, and now we're in the Mid-Atlantic as well. All of it is part of the Albertsons company, and Albertsons, they have brands like Julasco, Acme, Safeway, Albertsons in Texas, Southern California. So we've been growing. Now we have a team of about 10 dedicated employees out here in Chicago, and more than 100 brand ambassadors. And I think the brand ambassadors opportunity is a great way to start with our company. And I won't go into detail in terms of who the team is, but basically this is our core team that works with brands, works with retailers, does all the behind the scenes work, planning, preparation to put together these events at retailers like Jewel Osco. and everything from managing the creative, creating the ads, developing web pages to support and highlight the brands and the products, the recipes that our team creates to do sample and support the events. This is the team that puts that together. Some of them started as brand ambassadors. They moved on to becoming setup support and field managers, helping execute on the events that I will show you, and then also eventually became project managers and helping more of the planning and working with brands and retailers to get the events put together. So, you know, I actually have a video to show. We have a YouTube channel where we have a number of events. I'd like to share that with you. Let me get to it. Just to get, for you to get a taste, a flavor of what our events look like at the store. So, can you see the video?
Yep.
All right, good. Let me continue.
Welcome to our Hispanic Heritage Celebration. Bienvenido! Today in the store, we're kicking off Hispanic Heritage Month. It's really great to host this event for our community. It gives us a way of giving back and showcasing a lot of the vendors that we have. The customers love it. They like the tasting tables. They like trying new products over here. And they really just like the atmosphere at the store. The brands that we have in the store today showcase what Jewel has to offer. A lot of these items are Hispanic-based items, and they're available every day at Jewel.
Because I like the convenience of it. It's close to my house. It's easy to get to. Everything, the price friendly. I get everything in one shopping trip.
We shop at Jewel because it's a good store, and my favorite sample was the fish.
And I enjoy coming here because there's some good deals. Not like the store, very cleanliness. Very nice here. Oh, the music. Yeah.
Hello, my name is David Cordova. I'm with St. Augustine College at Lewis University. This donation means a lot to us. Our students are individuals who come from low-income families who don't have enough money many times to pay for their college education. And this is going to help us to give the 2 or 3 scholarships to students in need and to help them to cross the bridge through to a better future. So this is going to help people in our community, and thanks to Jewel's generosity. Thank you, Jewel.
Thank you, Jewel Osco.
Thank you, Jewel Osco. Thank you, Jewel Osco.
Oh man, I tell you that watching that video just makes me realize how and thankful, makes me very thankful of the team that we have putting those events together. And that's let me go back to the
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
to the presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Bondi, as you know, the Supreme Court in Trump versus United States.
I think there's
held
a
the
video
president
playing
has
potentially
absolute
back.
immunity.
Yeah, there we go. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think YouTube just went into the next video. I'm sorry about that. Here we go. The presentation. So what you see there was a sample of one of our events that we put together, that our team puts together. This one particularly was at Julasco here in Narragansett. We run events like those throughout the year, especially here in Chicagoland area, and everything from last week we had Lunar New Year coming up. Our team is preparing to launch a series of events celebrating Black History and Black History Month. Then it's AAPI. Then there's events around supporting women-owned businesses, and then we continue with Hispanic Heritage Month and so forth. So what we have created here are events that are supported by obviously the retailer and the sponsoring brands, but they also give us an opportunity to connect with the community, different communities or specialty groups. As you saw in that video, St. Augustine College, we're happy to have them present at our event and also be able to contribute to their and be supportive of their efforts in terms of helping students get their education. So besides the events, there's ads, display, sampling. Obviously, you saw a little bit of that, and social media support that our team carries out throughout the year and then across a number of markets in the U.S. So what does it mean to you, to the students, to the young people dialing into this conference? What we have experienced is a brand ambassador. A brand ambassador is a team that at our events would be responsible for putting together a recipe or handing out samples, high school diploma would be required, but also if you're a student still in high school, you can still help and contribute in 16 years and older. Most of our events here in Chicago are during the weekends, so it's really good for students who focus on their school during the week, and then they have an opportunity to earn some extra income over the weekend. Usually our events are from 4 to 6 hours, and then so that's usually as a brand ambassador, you would have that opportunity to work 4 to 6 hours. If you're a brand ambassador preparing food or handling food, there is an online certification, a food handler certification that is required. Normally, we would pay for that. We would even provide you with a bonus upon completion of the certification. And we have a form on our website where you can, if you're interested in becoming a brand ambassador, you can submit your information, and that comes straight into my office. And then we connect you to the team handling the events. We usually post event opportunities 3 to 4 weeks ahead of time. So it's really up to you to look at the opportunities, look which store, maybe it's one closer to you, maybe it's right in your neighborhood, maybe it's a little farther away, city or suburbs, and you'll be able to sign up as your schedule allows it. We've had a number of brand ambassadors who've decided, oh, this is very interesting, and I like to have more responsibility. And if they display the right attitude and the right skills, then we can make them part of our setup, support, and field team. And that's the field team that gets there early in the morning and stays a little later after the event to make sure that everything is set up, everything is ready to go, everything's ready to run well, and it's prepared for the brand ambassadors as the shoppers go through our events. And then obviously we have internship opportunities. My wife Tracy had a more traditional, I mentioned, more traditional way into business. She went to high school, went to college, graduated from IU, and then went to work in the marketing field, and eventually started this company, this marketing agency with me. So we have close ties with the University of Iowa University for internships. Actually, a number of our marketing and project managers have started or have graduated from IU, and they started internships with us. Eventually, they decided to come work with us after they graduated. So there's also those opportunities in the area of marketing, creative design, web development, all of those things, video production, all of those things that you saw from that video that would support having us doing that kind of work. And I think that's it. I'm happy to answer any questions if there are.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. While they're working on their questions, I only could imagine they probably have a couple. I honestly just would say this is like the perfect job, you all, when you can, work on the weekends while you're being a college student and have a busy work life schedule. So I only could imagine how that flexibility is beneficial for those that are in school. So if this is something that you all were interested in, where you're like, I just want to start somewhere where I can work 3 to 4 hours or 5 hours or so on during a weekend, that would even be a good start for someone that's interested. So if you all are interested in working for JT Universe, feel free to reach out. Only could imagine how, helpful he would be to you all, especially since they have so many different jobs and functions that they do there. So when you're thinking about a job, I want you all to think like, oh, there's so much flexibility in JT Universe. I can do the marketing, I can do the design, I can do, I go inside the stores and help even just put up the displays or even do the sampling. So there's so much there. And I want you all to think about that when you're like considering jobs. Like, what is something that fits me? You may be already working in Jules Osco and you're like, I already work in the stores and now it would be nice to pick up a couple hours somewhere else. So I honestly think there's so much flexibility in JC Universe. And I want to just thank you for just taking the time out just to talk about all of the things that you all do there, because it means so much. And I only could imagine how beneficial it would be for a young adult that may also be interested in a job like that. So I don't have any, I don't think, let me check if we have any questions. Um, I do have one question. It looks like, if I'm a high school senior, should I apply? I believe he said that you can apply for this role if you are in high school. So
Yes.
you can still apply if you were interested. So it does have some flexibility in that way as well.
Yes, absolutely. If you're interested, if you think that this is something that is interesting to you, go to our website. I can drop it off here, drop it in the and it's our contact form. Our website is gtuniverse.com, and then there's the contact form. And then from the drop down, you select brand ambassador, and that information gets to me eventually. I will review it. I'll give you any information that you may need, and if it's interesting to you, then we'll put you on the list. You'll get the invitation for when the events are happening, and then you choose which events you'd like to be part of. And then we have a great team, experienced team. They've been along many years with us, and they are so welcoming. So they'll be able to teach you the ropes, show you the ropes as you enter in our team, as you become part of our team.
Sure thing. Honestly, it seems like there's a lot of flexibility, guys. I'm gonna just keep on saying that there's a lot of stuff you can do. And like I said, I want to just thank you for taking your Saturday out. Guys, we are hitting the time where we're almost done with our second job fair ever. So kudos to those that have made it to the end. I know Kate said that a short poll would kind of launch up on its own, so that if you all can just take out the 2-3 minutes it takes to fill it out, that would be awesome. I want to thank each and every single business that took their hour out of their Saturday to talk to us about the positions that they have available. Thank you so much to JT Universe once again for just taking your time out. Guys, these are some jobs where you can stay there for a lifetime if you wanted to, but the ultimate goal of this, job fair was just to be exposed to it, because I feel like if it's all about what you only know what you are exposed to, right? So by having this opportunity this afternoon, you got a chance to meet so many different fields. You got a chance to meet business, ADP. You got a chance to meet Goodwill, and they talked about all the cool things they do. And Cook County Sheriff Department, which is literally a lifelong career. And JC Universe as well, where you can also do marketing and you can do this and brand ambassador and so on. So I want to thank those that also participated, because this is what this is about. I'm glad that you all got a chance to meet and kind of connect with different businesses this afternoon. So with that being said, Kate, are we getting some responses? I'm not sure how long we should stay up.
Yeah, we're getting a couple, but let's stay up just for a couple more minutes so
Okay.
so we can get some more. I see five folks have filled it out.
All right, awesome. So if you have any other questions, even if it's not about the last business, any other business you can think of, feel free to put in the chat. Because we're still here to answer questions. Even if it's a question I can't answer, I'm sure I can point you to the right direction of who can answer that question for you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If I would like to watch this again, is it being recorded and where can I find it?
Kate.
Yes. Okay, sorry, Kendra, I can answer that. Yes, this is being recorded and it's going to go on our website. I'm going to drop the link right here to our Springboard to Adulthood page on our website. This is where you can find Kendra's information to reach out to her. And also our first job fair that had completely different employers. And then also the recording will be up within 24 hours of this job fair.
Great. And I bet we'll also be able to find it on our Facebook page and our LinkedIn page.
Yes, you will.
Awesome. You did such a wonderful job. I'm sure the people here will want to share this with other people.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
We have a couple more that haven't taken the poll. So submit if you would. And then we'll be done for the day and everyone can go enjoy their beautiful Saturday.
Yes, because it's like 40 degrees outside. So please do. And I did notice Tammy did put the link for Cook County Sheriff Department. So if you were interested in finding employment there, I believe she provided the direct link to employment opportunities there.
All right. We got 100% participation. Thank you so much, everyone.
All right. Thank you. You all have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.